Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Flavor and Fiction. I didn't feel like flat ironing my hair yet, so you guys get the blowout today. Her name is Shaka. So the category this time in my 2020 reading challenge was a how-to book, and I chose How to Get People to Do Stuff, Master the Art and Science of Persuasion and Motivation by Dr. Susan M. Weinschenk. So this book was interesting. I think maybe 60% of it was advice that I feel like I could apply in my own life, which is not bad. The kind of advice she gave could fit if you are like going to a job interview and trying to sell yourself, if you are trying to get someone to donate money to something, your charity, or even if you're just trying to get someone to do you a small favor in your personal life. And she's gotten some pushback from some people who feel like this is just a book on manipulation, but really it's more about marketing and influence. And if you have a product, you deserve to display that product in whatever way it takes, you know, short of lying, like straight out lying. Like you can't say this product has this and this ingredient if it doesn't, but you can say, oh, this would look great on your skin type and this would probably get you. I mean, like you can say whatever you want in marketing. So this is kind of just different tips and tricks to kind of get people to do things in your favor. So one of her chapters is labeled Carrots and Sticks, which is pretty much a system of learning how to get people to do stuff automatically. And she uses 5 basic schedules of reinforcement, sort of like a cue and reward system or reinforcement. She doesn't always call it reward because if it's negative, if you need negative reinforcement sometimes, you can't really call that a reward. But since she named the chapter Carrots and Sticks, guess what our special ingredient is today? Carrots. Now, I already made a carrot recipe when the special ingredient was ginger. I did the ginger and orange carrots. So we're going to do something a little bit different, and we are going to make carrot fries. I'm trying to do a little bit better and have some healthier snacks. So I guess this is better than having real fries. So we'll find out together in a minute. So since this is a how-to book and not, a novel or anything, it's not like I can sit and tell you the storyline and talk about it. So I'm just going to give you some points that I thought were kind of poignant. One of the strategies that anyone could do is strategy number 2. When you ask for something, use nouns to invoke group identity rather than verbs. So let's say I'm trying to sell myself as an editor. I wouldn't say, hey guys, I do some freelance editing. So if you need anything, it's better to say, hi, I'm Rhonda. I am an editor, instead of I do editing. So use the noun rather than the verb. It just makes a stronger stance. So that's something that I'm going to take into consideration. Okay, and strategy number 4. This is where some people, it got a little controversial. Okay, strategy 4. It matters who does the asking. It's most effective when the asking is done by a friend, someone attractive, or someone similar to those being asked. And this is, kind of marketing 101. If you're going to ask a group of students to do something, it might be better to have some alumni, attractive looking alumni, come and ask for money from current students, something like that. And when it comes to looks, I mean, we all know that people hire attractive people for commercials for the most part. So like it's not news to hear this, but it rubs people the wrong way when you point out this strategy. But if you can apply the strategy without explaining it, you can get away with it. So if anyone is out there is looking for a attractive spokeswoman to sell products to women with big natural hair, I'm available. Okay, strategy number 20. To get people to do stuff, you must either dress like them to make use of similarity or dress a notch above them to make use of authority. And we've all heard some version of this, like dress for the job you want and dress for success. I actually just took, I don't know if you guys have heard of Masterclass, but I just took RuPaul's Masterclass when he's like, you know, you want to make money, put on a suit. Just because, you know, it may not change anything about you, but it changes other people's perceptions of you. And I understand why some people want to rail against that mentality. But honestly, if you just want to get to where you need to be, you got to play along at some point. Okay, and here's another one that had some people like, what? So strategy 31, before you ask people to do something, activate a persona that's connected to what you want them to do. So this, it sounds like, you know, be fake. But the thing is, like, most of us have different personas, not multiple personalities, but different personas. You know, we're complex people. You can be outgoing sometimes, you can be an introvert at times, maybe you're a little wild and crazy one moment, and then, you know, you just, in different situations, we do use different personas, even if we don't identify it as that. So what she's saying is, like, investigate your surroundings and figure out which of your personas will get you what you want. So if you have to give a speech to, you know, in front of a bunch of your colleagues, you can't go in there all withdrawn and like, this is just who I am. Like, no, you have to match energy. If you want people to follow you, if you want to be seen as a leader, you have to bring your energy up according to your surroundings and to what you want. Okay, so while that's in the oven, I'm gonna tell you a couple things about the recipe. One, the recipe that I'm gonna post, it calls for 2 carrots, but I know I'm not gonna eat 2 right now. Probably won't even finish what I just made, but it works just as fine with 1. It's like the same ingredients. Okay, also, this thing says that you do not need to peel the carrot. Peel the carrot. Carrots are dirty. Just peel the carrot. Give it a little rinse. But I peel the carrot. I don't do that. And also, altogether, it's gonna take 15-20 minutes in the oven. But when it's halfway through, we're gonna turn them once, and then it'll be done. My guess is that these are gonna sort of taste like sweet potato fry, like, or you know how like squash fries taste a little like sweet potato fry. I'm hoping that this is what this is sort of going to taste like. Oh, and the other thing is, the recipe also calls for like a dipping sauce, and it's a spicy chipotle mayo. I'm not doing that tonight because it's getting kind of late and I don't want acid reflux all night. But all it is mayo mixed with sriracha. So 2 parts mayo, 1 part sriracha, you're done. These are some special looking fries. But the proof will be in the taste test. All right, guys, here we go. Here they are. Oh. Oh. Too much salt. I put too much salt. I think I should have put more Parmesan and less salt. I don't know what I was thinking. That was way too much. I should have just had a little teeny little sprinkle. I feel like the recipe deserves another chance. Don't be deterred just because I messed it up. Now that the delicious taste test is over, I need to go get some water. So let's go ahead and wrap up this video. Be sure to get this book if you want to learn how to make people do stuff for you. And I would like, don't be mad at the recipe. Try the recipe, guys. Let me know how you do with the recipe. But in any event, thank you for joining me for another episode of Flavor and Fiction, and be sure to like and subscribe. Oh, that's better.